Hi, I'm Thunder from 4x4offroads.com. In this video you will discover some of the most popular 4x4 trucks and SUVs produced by the Ford Motor Company. Now let's jump back in history when Henry Ford founded the company way back in 1903, and a decade later he had the famous Model T in mass production. Remember, the one you could get in all colors, as long as it was black. Ford is now one of the largest automobile makers in the United States and the world. Ford has certainly made its mark on the history of 4x4 vehicles. The GPW was one of the early Ford 4x4s. It was designed by Willys Overland during World War II and made by a contract with Willys. If it looks similar to Jeep, you're right, because Willys soon renamed the truck Jeep. Soon after the war, Ford introduced its F-Series, full-size pickup trucks that became hugely popular and have been going strong for the last 6 decades. The first four-wheel drive models came out in 1959 with the F250. Other developments with the F-Series included extra cab and super cab modification in chosen F-Series trucks. The most popular model is the F150, introduced in 1975. The F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in North America for more than 30 years and could easily be described as America's favorite full-size pickup truck. Over the years, Ford has worked hard on refining the trucks with overall improvement in both performance and durability. This brings us to the ever-popular Bronco. Ford Bronco was first produced in the late 60s. As Ford's first SUVs, it was an answer to the competition from Jeep GJ5 and similar 4x4s. In the late 70s, the Ford Bronco was totally redesigned and became much bigger. It used a modified and shortened F-Series chassis to compete with the big Chevy Blazer. As gas prices were getting higher in the early 80s, Ford came out with a compact model, the Bronco 2, competing with SUVs like the Chevy S10 Blazer. Soon after, Ford got us the Ranger, as a small pickup truck based on Bronco 2 but similar looks to the F-Series. Ranger was Ford's answer to small pickups flowing in from Japan and is quite popular among four-wheelers because of their lightweight and impressive ground clearance. Ford Explorer was created as the replacement for Ford Bronco 2 and came out in the early 90s. The Explorer is the first of its kind to be a luxury sport utility vehicle, changing the buyer's view of how an SUV should be. In the late 90s, Ford introduced the Expedition as a full-sized SUV. The Expedition was a 4-door upgrade from the big Bronco. Ford Excursion came out at the turn of a new century. As a full-sized SUV, it was classified as a heavy-duty vehicle. Based upon the F-Series Super Duty pickup truck platform, it was Ford's largest SUV during its existence. The production was short-lived, probably because of too much fuel consumption. Now let's hear what our 4x4 Ford owning friends have to say about why they chose Ford.
Pulls anything. Ford stands for first on race day. Best truck ever built, hands down. Ford, for off-road driving.
Let me tell y'all why I chose Ford. I have a 79 F-150 step-side lifted 10 inches on 42-inch Super Swamper IROCs. It's got a 460 with a C6 trim, around 525 or so horsepower. It's my pride and joy. Never lets me down and always shows up them Chevys.
Love how everyone is dogging on Fords when it's still the best-selling truck, and Ford ain't the one who went bankrupt. I love my Bronco I got now and wouldn't even trade it for a brand new Chevy or Dodge. Cause Ford is the best and stands for Only Redneck Driving. Little boys wear bow ties. Real men drive Ford.
Head off-road and find your used 4x4 Ford. used.4x4offroads.com/Ford.